Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to go over second brain knowledge management tools. A lot of people calling them second brain. I'm still working on my first brain, but why not add to the noise? So there are quite a few out on the market right now, and there are more and more coming each day with all the AI technology out there. But we'll take a look at a couple that are on AppSumo.com, which, if you're not aware of, is a lifetime deal marketplace. You pay one-time payment and you get a lifetime deal, whether that's the lifetime of the user or the lifetime of the tool. So just keep in mind, some of these companies, they don't scale, they don't make it. Others go on to be very successful. So it could be a bargain. The first one is IKI AI, which starts at $49 for the lifetime deal. We can go through the deal page here. And you can see the pricing. So you have a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I went with the tier 3 to test run this one. You can see the difference between users, how many hours can you upload, transcribe, Copilot requests. So basically with the AI asks questions of what you are putting into your library knowledge base. So the unlimited tier 2 seems to be the sweet spot. Tier 3 will be offering a research assistant in the future, but not sure exactly when. This is Ivan. He is the founder. And the support has been all through Discord. I've tried to email through the website. They do have a request a call feature where you can get a Google Meet going with him and you can walk through the tool, which is really nice. I hope that they will also provide support on the website for the non-engineers out there. A lot of these founders love Discord. It's great. I enjoy it. But I feel like if you're going to get the MRR going, you need support. You need support on your website. And the same goes for MyMemo, which is the other one. This is the other knowledge base tool on AppSumo also. And the pricing starts at $29. They are also on Discord support. They do have a contact form on the website. Originally, they only had two plans. $29, $58. Then they added the unlimited $87 plan because AppSumo buyers were requesting it, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because on scale, I hope it survives that unlimited. Originally with MyMemo, I believe it was just the name Richard. There was no last name. There was no company information. I actually asked the question on AppSumo, could we get more information about the founders? They declined to post my question, but the next day they added this information, got the full name of the founder. I would love if there could be a photo of the founder because we invest in founders. Also a little confusion. We have Richard Woe on AppSumo answering questions. And then on the Discord support channel, we have Leo. Leo's great, funny guy, cool. And I've asked him on there, hey, can we know more about you? Why don't you use your last name? He won't really go into that, but he told me which school he went to in New York, things I don't need to know. But there's just some more transparency. I wish they would add their LinkedIn accounts here. That would help because, again, buyers in the LTD community invest in these founders. We'd like to know more about them. Not everything. We don't need their blood type and all that, but just who are these guys? And you get a little nervous when you don't get all the information up front. Now, the other tools that are on the market, you go to their websites, you just get first names also. So it's not like, oh, it's a lifetime deal, we want more. No, you're just starting out, different situation. The other tools are already more established. They have that reoccurring monthly money coming in, so they can do what they want. But if you are looking for investors, you would like to see more of, who are you? Here we go, Ivan, that's him. He's a little rough too, but I think it's because he's Dutch. No, he's a cool guy as well. I've actually asked both founders from IKI and MyMemo if they wanted to do an interview, but I have not heard back yet. So that would be cool to get to know them better. So these are the deal pages. You can take a look at AppSumo.com, and you do have a refund period. So you could try it out, and then for 60 days, you don't like it, you can refund it. The reviews have been pretty good on both. IKI was getting slammed early on with bad reviews, while MyMemo was getting more positive reviews in the beginning. But I feel like a lot of the users that were leaving these reviews were not actually using the tool because Even the founders will tell you there's been a lot of bugs, a lot of issues. They've been squashing bugs like crazy. It wasn't working a lot of the time. So I think people were just like, they used it once. I've been using these for a couple of weeks. So I've been really testing them before I did a review walkthrough video just to make sure things were working and what wasn't working. So I think a lot of the community has been harder on IKI, where IKI had its own problems, but MyMemo had the same amount, if not more. But this is why they're doing lifetime deals. Get those beta users, get people to test the tool. You guys get a deal on a good one-time payment to purchase these, because the competition out there will charge $10 a month to $90 a month or more to use these second brain knowledge base tools. Right, let's look at IKI, IKI.ai. And this is your dashboard. It has dark mode, which is great. It shows you right over here which plan you're on. I'm on the AppSumo Tier 3 current plan. I would love if they had a usage meter, especially for the lower tiers or in the future for subscribers, to know what's your usage. How much of the AI have you used, transcription, minutes, and so on. Also, there's a typo transcription here. That's one thing got to fix. Another pet peeve, I would love if they had a fave icon here. Attention to detail, very important. The other tools have it. It does have it on the main website, fine, but here would be great. So this is stuff I've uploaded, I found on the internet. I shared it to my knowledge base, and I can always go back to it later, have it transcribe videos, articles, summarize things, have it write content, tell jokes. Very cool. Let's take a look how it works. First of all, you can either add something from here, add a note manually, or you can click this, add to library, and then you can upload a PDF, CSV, text file, the URL, YouTube. If you want it to be private, that means only for your knowledge base, you could set private. If not, it'll be off, and then it's shared with the IKI community, which is another thing that's come up that some people love and some people don't like, and others like myself don't really care. The community is a community. It's like social media where people share their knowledge bases, stuff they like, stuff they're interested in, and you can bookmark other articles from other community members and bring it over to your stuff. Pretty cool idea. So just keep in mind when you are saving things or uploading things to your IKI, sometimes it could be public. So double check it. We'll do that now if you want to keep it private. So say we're on this fantastic article about what is a vector file. Here's my IKI Chrome extension. You just click on that. It's preparing, it's thinking, it's doing its IKI thing. And then usually you got to refresh or go back to the library. And there it is. It's loading up. Those little red turning arrows means it's doing its thing. In the beginning, there were a lot of those red spinning arrows, especially with YouTube videos. And that's where you see a lot of the negative reviews because it wasn't parsing the YouTube videos. There was a problem there. That seems to be solved. Ivan and his team seem to squash that bug. But if you still see that bug, please go in the Discord community, mention it. But things are working better. You just have to hit refresh sometimes to get that going. There we go. It's done. So here you go. It gives you the article on the left. It summarizes it for you. You can change the option. You can use 4.0 mini, 4.0, or 3.5 sonnet. I just leave it on 4.0 mini for now. Gives you other related articles that you can find out there. Let's see if you could edit it over here. You could see not private content. See, so when you use a Chrome extension, it's still set to public. You click this, now it's private. I'll just keep this public, share it with everybody. But that's something they are fixing, hopefully, because I think by default, most people would want their knowledge base to be private and then decide to share it later with the community or others. But you can click on these shortcuts. You can have it write a tweet, brainstorm on these ideas, extract key ideas, what the article's about. Boom, got all that. Good stuff, very fast. Let's see. What I like using IKI for is I'll build up, I'll get a bunch of articles, a bunch of content, YouTube videos, throw them in a collection, because you can put all these into a collection or a folder. Like I have a collection over here of videos. And then I'll have it say, write an article about the content. So say, go back to that. You say, write a funny article. So there you go. It's very fast, spitting it out pretty quickly. Where do all the missing socks go? Great sock conspiracy. It went a little cuckoo there. We do have a bug. It's good to find these, but it might be still scraping through this one. But let's go to one of my collections. All right, this is my YouTube video collections that I set up for Loud Egg. A bunch of videos that I've done here. Let's see, who is Joe? See if it finds out. Yep, Joe is a host or participant, a series of webinars, discussion related to SEO and public relations. Okay, that pulled it from one of the videos. Let's see, what is Blue? Because we did an interview with the Blue founder. Blue is a project management tool designed to help users manage workflows process. Okay, cool. Who is the founder of Video to Blog? Because I have Video to Blog in here. We did a live session with the founder. Yep, Video to Blog, Andrew Petrovich. Okay. And let's see, write an article about these videos. Let's see if I can get it. All right. So it wrote an article basically about one of the videos. Yeah, it seems to be going with just a Video to Blog one, but you can say, write an article about Blue. You got Blue in there. See if it can find Blue. All right. So it's writing an article from the Blue YouTube video. It would be great to just have it write about everything. Sometimes it does, and sometimes, as you see, you have to be more direct and say, write about this, write about that. Let's go back to the library. Let's try this one about penguins. A funny article about this. All right, so it's writing about the penguins. See how fast the content was created. So it's pulling from everything here, and it gave me a funny article. The Waddle of Fame, meet the penguins who think they are the stars of the show. You can see the content's really nice. Brainstorm on key ideas. All right, so it's understanding an article about this. Yep, so here you go. Understanding vectors and rasters. So I think in the beginning, I just said, write a funny article, and it just went off on a tangent and wrote about socks. And now after I refreshed it by extracting key ideas or brainstorming, it's back on schedule. So that is IKI. Again, very nice UI, knowledge base. You can add things to your collections, your little folders here. Usually it can pull from everything that you throw in a folder. With the YouTube videos, it still needs some work. But if I just load it up with library of certain items, it will talk to the whole collection. I've had it create blog articles from a mix of YouTube videos and website pages, put them together in a collection in a folder, and I just had it write some articles combining all that. So that's where I see IKI as very useful. If you have this use case, yes, this is second brain, but no, doesn't really have the mobile app. The mobile version is in the works. The roadmap is for, I think he said Q1 in 2025. Once IKI gets the mobile app working, going, because currently it's just your library, you'll have access to it on the phone, but the Copilot, the text, you can't read it as you're typing, especially on iPhone, so it doesn't work as well. But if it can get that mobile app going, then you really do have a second brain with you all the time. You have your knowledge base on you all the time. IKI will really be head and shoulders above a lot of the competition. It is great, fantastic. Yeah, there were some bugs here and there when you're trying to communicate with videos, especially a group of videos. You really have to guide it. And I'd say you have to mess around with this tool a bit just to figure out how to talk to it. There are also some concerns about the privacy policy, not just the privacy of your items that you're putting in here and sharing or not sharing, but how the data is being used. The founders come out and said, no, we're not reselling people's data. We're not training the AI with it. It's a little confusion. I looked on the website. Privacy policy still needs to be updated there. And then people were questioning, are they in the Netherlands or are they in the United States, in Delaware, where all the SaaS companies seem to live these days? And he's come out and said, look, we have 2 locations. This is stuff we can dig into more in the future as well. Obviously, privacy is very important these days. So it's MyMemo time, MyMemo.ai, similar to IKI. This one has a mobile app, which works pretty well. And I think gives the edge if you're looking for that second brain in the pocket. You want it on you at all times. Very good for note taking and works well on mobile. So if you're looking more for a mobile app, this one may be the way to go over IKI. If you're looking for a better quality AI output and answering questions better, IKI would be better for the knowledge base part. But it's changing every day. My memo in the first week couldn't answer basic questions. And that's why I was like freaking out. Like, why is it getting so many great reviews on AppSumo? But Leo has been fixing that, improving it, and the AI is much, much better. So this is what it looks like. No dark mode, I don't believe yet, but you can see I've already grabbed stuff off my phone, took some notes. And one really cool feature, another cool feature about my memo is MemoCast. So when you add content, add stuff, clip stuff into your MyMemo library or collections, at the end of the day, it'll throw everything into MemoCast and it'll summarize back to you everything that you got going. And I don't know, I might be the only one or no one else notices, is the dates are incorrect. The time of uploading or clipping an article, URL, video, whatever, it's like a day or two behind. It says October 3rd and I edited it like October 5th. There's that. But here's an example. I did some stuff here. I added about healthy foods for energy and more penguin stuff just to show. And then this is MemoCast. Let's see if it works.
Welcome to today's episode, where we dive into two fascinating topics: the importance of food choices for our energy levels and the diverse world of penguins. Let's start with food. We often underestimate how much our food choices impact our daily energy. Did you know that eating...
That's really cool, I think. I like MemoCast, just adding things. And then even if you don't get a chance to read all the stuff you saved into my memo, you can just play this every night and say, hey, what happened today? Very neat. You can add here the content. You could add notes, images. I like adding images from the phone. It's very easy to do. Links, files, YouTube videos, other sources. You could change the screen look if you'd like, however you'd like that. You can create collections just like an IKI. I created some collections. You can ask MyMemo anything about what's going on in your MyMemo library. On the mobile, it's a little tricky. You have to be in a certain spot to ask it, but I'll try to show that later on the mobile app version. But so let's say we click on one of these. You can find related memos. It gives you a summary. So it gives you all the content here. Very nice. Now, if you want to ask it about this content, that's where I'd like to see that you could ask memo. So you have to go back to ask memo, but you can't view at the same time unless you're in the collection. So if I'm in the collection, then see down here, I can ask. You can ask it that way. Now let's go back to my memo and let's say, who is Joe's art teacher? Joe's art teacher is Charles Pasqualino, portrait painter at Rosa School of Painting. This works. In the first week, this would not work. Now, this is in my memo knowledge base. It found it from, it showed you there where it found it from, but right here, one of the first memos I added. Now, what I like about this is, see, in the article, it says, I studied under Charles Pasqualino. So when I asked IKI, who was Joe's art teacher, it answered right away. First day, worked great. My memo, first week or so, couldn't figure it out. Couldn't understand, studied under equals teacher, and then at the art school. So my memo's AI has improved a lot where it could do this now. And you can have it create content if you'd like, right? And an article about me. Let's see if it writes an article. It gives you an article. Of course, fact check it, look through it, but works great. It's got a lot of similarities to IKI. And people always ask me which one you're to keep. I've been keeping both and seeing how it goes in the 60-day refund window that I have. And I like my memo having the mobile app, which is huge for me. I need that. But IKI The quality is really good. And I like the dashboard. I like what the founder is doing over there and his vision. So it's a tough call. Do you need both? Probably not. You can choose one or the other. If you mobile app, this one most likely. So yeah, you can go through here. You can add. Let's see. I'll show you how you can add. Here's the extension. Let's do the same article. You can actually gives you the option too to save to what folder do I want to save it in my collections over there. I'll just save it like this. You can even show an AI summary. And there you go. Link saved. Go back to my memo, refresh, and there it is. There's the article. You can see, gives you the summary right away. You can add tags to it, so it's easy to find later through the search. And the AI search features here. If you want to look for penguins, let's see if it finds. There you go. Found the penguins. Found two articles I clicked on penguins. Very nice. You can separate things from notes, images. I like notes also. You can add the note because if you think like things to do and then put the date, you can then later ask the AI, what do I have to do this week? As you're typing, instead of using Notepad, use MyMemo. So that's that. Now let's cancel. All right. So this is the IKI mobile version. They're working on the app. Again, I think it's going to come out in 2025, the founder says, in Q1, hopefully. Right now, you can see it's pretty basic. You can ask it, you can go through things, you can ask it questions. Problem is when you type, sometimes you can't always see what you're typing, but you can ask it up there in the Copilot. So you can search the library here, gives you your whole library. So that's great. But if I want to click on this and then go to Copilot, see as I'm typing it, you can't read the text. So that's a problem. But you can still click on the shortcuts and it'll give you extract key ideas. And if you can type in the dark kind of where it's, or maybe if I switch it to light mode, I don't know. But the mobile app definitely needs more. And the founder's been clear about that. He's not trying to hide about that. But you could still get by. You just want your library in your pocket at all times. It works. It basically. My memo, you'll see, works better. The mobile app is definitely more mature. You have everything clear as you would see it on the website version. You can ask it the questions here. Let's see what is everything. That exits to sitemap creation, but let's see who is Joe again. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'll pull it from the article. So there you go. This is what the MyMemo app looks like. And it has the memo cast feature, which is easy
Welcome to today's
access.
episode, where we dive into the exciting.
It's cool. And you can click on anything. Again, see the summary, see the source. Really nice. Now, this is MyMind. This is not an AppSumo. This is a subscription-based program right now. So you have to pay monthly for it. No lifetime deal. Sorry, folks. This one is great for images. I find it's good for that. But you know what? MyMemo is better for the AI part because currently it kind of will give you like what the AI will figure out what it is. See, it's a cartoon illustration of a group of men and children with 2K Army flags visible. So it'll read, the AI will read the images or summarize if you put an article in here. You can add tags, stuff like that, but you can't talk to it like you can with MyMemo or with IKI. So I'll say it's a beautiful app, especially the mobile app. It's really nice. But if I were to choose, I would probably go with MyMemo or IKI, especially MyMemo with the mobile app. There is a cool feature besides it looking like a pretty website and a pretty app. You can click same vibe and it'll find anything in your library that has a similar vibe. So it makes things easy to find. And you have your spaces. So I've been using it for my artwork, for photo references. It has dark mode. Yeah, MyMind is nice. The pricing, let's see if we can find what this is priced at. Nice website. Our pricing right there. All right, so you have monthly or yearly. If you do yearly, you're safe, but you could do like under $7 a month. This is the one you would want if you want the AI that's in it, the same vibe, all that stuff. $12.99 a month. So it adds up. It's not super cheap, but if you're looking compared to my memo, is definitely more of a value. My mind is more established, so it's I guess less risk, but doesn't have the AI part. Now, if you just want it, this is a good option. It just as a bookmarker. That's what's called the bookmarker plan. $3.99 a month. That's a pretty good deal. It doesn't come with any of the AI features. You can just save images into your MyMind app. Gets really confusing. MyMind, MyMemo, gets you dizzy. All these second brain apps. So this one also has an extension, Chrome extension. You can add within your dashboard, just like the other tools I showed you, or you can clip it with the Chrome extension. That's this little red guy up here. And then we'll wrap it up with Fabric. Fabric is also a subscription-based, no lifetime deal. I think they had one a while back. You could try it for free, which is what I did in the beginning. Give it a test run, and then I subscribed. I believe the founder's name is Johnny. They are also on Discord for support. Let's see here. Get to the bottom. Comparison to other products. And of course, there's Notion, Raindrop. I like Tab Extend for bookmarking. The ones I'm reviewing now, I keep like Notion and FuseBase. Yeah, those can be second brain tools, but they're different. They do other things. This one, I'm just trying to simplify and compare. So figured get it out while my first brain is still functioning here. But I think it's like $12.99 a month. There's different price models like the other ones. So it's similar in range and pricing, and there's higher tiers, of course. So this is Fabric, and just all the others, not like MyMind, but like IKI and MyMemo. It has the knowledge base and it has the AI. They can ask it anything you want. Here he is right here. You can ask questions. How can I help you today? And you could say, what is Max Burst? Now it'll pull from the internet, or it'll pull from your knowledge base. Got that. I got this saved here. Shows the metadata, screenshot, organizations we work with. You can see how that works. Let's see, we got this image here, Antarctica. Let's close that. Let's ask, what is this? And see, it just says, what is this? And it knows what I have open. It's an image of a colorful pie chart that displays territorial claims over central area labeled Marie Bird Land, which is part of Antarctica right there. So very good AI, very intuitive. You can create your own spaces. So I put my artwork that I've clipped. I made it in my Joe's Tunes folder. You could have it like the other ones, an article. And it's writing an article. See, I just switched from the Antarctic map to this article, and it's writing an article about it. And then you have the reader, so you have what the article is that you clipped, screenshot of what it looks like, the metadata, and then over here you can ask at any time. So you can see Fabric works really well. Another cool thing, let's see, you've got the timeline with the dates of stuff that I've clipped. I like to even save emails in here and look through my emails or summarize notes. I do that with IKI a lot as well, where I have a lot of emails, I have projects to do, and I'll just put it through my knowledge base. Boom, when I get to it, tell me what I have to do. Ask the AI and it'll tell you. So this one, IKI, MyMemo, can do that. Let's see, that's the collections, the spaces. I know other ones call it collections. This one calls it spaces. I need a third brain now. You can connect if you want to connect to any apps. Let's see, add a new connection. Now this is cool. I did this with my iPhone. I guess you can do it with Android, but you can connect your iPhone library. And this is a feature the other ones don't have, where it'll basically clone your library, or your library is accessible through Fabric, and you can ask it questions about that. I disconnected it because it just became too much. I already had stuff in my fabric library, and then I had stuff on my phone and I didn't know where to look. But for some people that can think in 5 different directions like that, you might like this feature. It's cool. Their privacy policy has been pretty clear. They're on Discord as well. They're constantly updating. This one was, again, a lifetime deal a while back, so they are more established now. Fabric, very strong product. They have the Chrome extension up here as well, or you can go over here. You can click over here to add a link, upload, or add a note. If you want to see the extension, you could save to Fabric. You can screenshot a region, which is cool. So say you just want to have this, you can save that over. You can type something about it, boom, save that over. You don't have to do the whole thing. So you can see this one has probably the most features. But again, not to say don't sleep on the others. MyMind, particular use case, this is the prettiest of them all, but for functionality, for what I need, probably the least that I like. I have other things to handle my bookmarking, like tab extend, which I love. We can check it out. Let's look at MyMind. This is MyMind. As I said, it's simple, clean. You have your spaces here. You can go through your cartoons, the cartoons that I did. It gives you summary. You can add notes. They have the serendipity feature, which you can go through things, and if you want to keep or forget about it, it'll remove it. So if you want to do easy cleanup, you can do that. And yeah, you could search through it, search through tags. It'll find stuff. A very nice, clean app. And then there's Fabric. So you remember the desktop version. They also have, I believe, a desktop app. I haven't really tried that yet, but you can see here, we clip the screenshot and you can go through everything. Everything goes into your inbox by default when you save it, when you clip it. You can go through your stuff here. So it's really nice. Here's the AI feature. You can ask it anything. Now, say you want to go to a URL. We're on AppSumo, right? We want to save context minds, this one right here. You could save it, and you'll see I could save it to MyMind, MyMemo, Fabric. I believe I can send it to IKI also. But if we want to save it to Fabric, just click on that. You could type something in here if you want to type LTDs, and it'll go to your inbox, or you can save it somewhere else and save. And then it'll be right there for you. See? If you want to just do a screenshot, you can with the phone do the screenshot. I just want that. And then I could just save that over to Fabric, the screenshot. So that's how that works. Again, all pretty cool options. IKI working on their mobile app. The other 3, their apps are developed. So MyMemo and IKI, both very strong. Both have some bugs still, questions. Both founders are working very quickly on Discord. You can talk to them there, bug them. Don't bother Ivan too much. Don't make him mad because he's Dutch. I'm just kidding. I like him. He's a nice guy, even though he hasn't accepted my Facebook friend request yet. But I forgive him. But yeah, this one's growing rapidly. He has big visions for IKI. So that's not creating FOMO, but it's looking really good. And like I said, the AI is excellent. MyMemo, a lot more bugs in the beginning, but and they've been improving it. I think they just recently scaled their servers. It's a lot there. I'm going to add the links in the comments, and I'm going to add AppSumo affiliate link. If you're interested in purchasing, it's no extra cost to you. It just helps me run this channel. And then I'll add the other links for MyMind and Fabric, and a Fabric affiliate link. I use all of these tools currently, and I like things about all of them. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye.